motion is further classified into two categories, that is uniform motion and non-uniform motion. As the name suggests, uniform means which is equal throughout, and non-uniform or variable means which is not equal throughout. So the first term, that is uniform motion. When we use the term uniform motion, it means that any object which is in motion, it covers equal distance in equal interval of time, however small the time interval may be. So, the definition, an object is said to be in uniform motion if it covers equal distance in equal interval of time. Example, if a distance of 1 kilometer is covered in say 2 minutes, the next 1 kilometer should also be covered in the same time interval 2 minutes, and so on. The total length of distance covered should be 1 kilometer in every 2 minutes. Then that motion is defined as uniform motion. Non-uniform motion, again just the reverse of this or opposite of this. An object is said to be in non-uniform motion if it covers unequal distance in equal interval of time. Like example, the first 1 kilometer may be in 2 minutes, the next 1 kilometer maybe in 3 minutes, maybe in 1 minute, maybe in 1.5 minutes, but not 2 minutes. So when the equal distances are now covered with unequal interval of time, the motion is said to be non-uniform motion. So two types of motion we are going to study, uniform and non-uniform motion. Now in uniform motion, when we say that motion, we have to measure also the motion. Measure the motion in the sense, what is the distance traveled, what is the displacement, these all things we are going to study further. So to measure this uniform motion, we use the term distance traveled or the displacement of an object. In general speaking, the term distance and displacement are used for the same thing. But in physics, the two terms are quite different. We need to understand them so that our concept should be very much clear while studying distance or displacement. Suppose A travels a length of 2 kilometers and then again a length of 3 kilometers. A travels 2 kilometers to B and then 3 kilometers to C. Now see, we are now studying about the topic distance. So if we need to calculate the distance traveled when a boy starting from A travels a distance of 2 kilometers towards B and then again 3 kilometers towards C. So what is the total length of the path he has covered? That is quite simple. 2 kilometers plus 3 kilometers. So the answer comes to be 5 kilometers. So when the boy or when the object is traveling from A and has reached C. What is the total length of the path he has covered? 2 km while traveling towards B and 3 km while traveling towards C. So what is his total distance traveled? 2 plus 3, that's quite simple, 5 km. So now how we can define this term, distance? The total length of the path covered, the total length of the path covered by an object is called distance. So this is the definition of distance. The total length of the path covered by an object is called distance. It has nothing to do with the direction. Whatever the path is traveled, that has to be summed up, or we have to add up all the length of the path that is covered by it, and we get the answer. What the final answer is, that is called the distance. So distance, the SI unit of distance is meter. CGS unit is centimeter. Very large distances are measured in kilometers. Now, when I have used the term SI unit, you have to remember in the starting itself, as long as you study physics further in class 9, 10, 11, 12 and further on, you are required always to provide the SI unit of all the physical quantities. SI unit stands for Standard International Unit, which is accepted all the worldwide. So for any questions or any numericals further you are going to solve, you have to always provide the SI unit of the factor that you are finding. So SI unit of distance is meter. This is fine. What is distance? The total length of the path covered by an object is known as distance. Now how can we differentiate it with displacement? What is now the term displacement?